Clock of Destiny. Let's see. This might tell us. It might just tell us flat out. Moorish International College of the Great Seal. Look, Moorish agreements made with the U.S. government. USA government. Not U.S., USA. It's a difference. Now watch this. The Moorish Treaty of Peace and Friendship is between the United States and the Moors. You see that? It's between the United States and the Moors. It's a difference between the United States and the United States of America. We're going to get to that in a minute. The Treaty of Peace and Friendship with an additional article, also ship signals agreement. The treaty was sealed at Morocco with the seal of the Emperor of Morocco, June 23rd, 1786, or 25th Shaban AH after Hijrah 1200. Delivered to Thomas Barclay, American agent. You see that? Agent. June 28th, 1786, on the first night of Ramadan after the Hijrah 1200. Original in Arabic. The additional article was signed and sealed by Morocco on behalf of Morocco, July 15, 1786. Original in Arabic, ship signal. Okay, certified English translation of the treaty and of the additional article were incorporated in the document signed and sealed by Minister Plenipotentiary of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, at Paris, January the 1st, 1787, and John Adams at London, January 25th, 1787. Now look where they at. Pay attention, people. Look where they at. The English translation was sealed by the Ministers Plenipotentiary of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, in Paris, watch, here, and by John Adams, right, in London, here, right. Now, who was American Revolution? Who was we supposed to have been fighting? You supposed to have been fighting the English, right, and the French. The English is London, and the French is Paris. Go back to the history classes. They told you the colonists was fighting against England first, who was supported by the French. Then they said the French traded on England and sided with the colonists, but then they disappeared out of the war, as well as the Spanish, because they was fighting each other. Now, treaty and additional article ratified by the United States July 18th, 1787. As to the ratification, generally see the notes. Now, I'm not going to read all of this. But you starts giving you all of the agreement. Right here. This is the agreement. Now look at the seal. Now, check it out. Treaties and other international agreements of the United States, 1776 to 1949. Okay, that's telling you put it all together. Right? Now, understand this. The contract is shown to you on the dollar. I'm going to have this pull the sister up, and she's going to explain the contract on the dollar. Because it has to be... let's try it this way. Run this file, man. me 1 second, people. This is the lady tell you about the IRS fraud. I'm not dealing with the IRS today, even though they fake. I want to deal with the dollar. Let's see. I should find one before that's odd. Normally I go right to it. Can't get no cooperation today. Oh yeah, I think I got it in here. I'm going to be doing another video pretty soon that's going to show you women how to perform certain rituals. I got all this stuff saved. I don't know where it's at though. Gotta be in here. Well, I ain't gonna pull it up now. I'll just do something different. I'll go to a map of the dollar. This will show you what I'm talking about. This tell you what all of the symbolism is. I had a real good one up on my Facebook. I probably should look for it there, because here we go, right here. Tell you everything. So now, when you talk about the contract, this is where you find the actual contract at. Right here. See if I can't blow it up, son. if you look right here, you see the key and these scales, and then you'll see this bar. This is the bar right here. This is the judicial system. That's why you can't get no justice in the courts, because the justice is barred by the contract. But who is the contract with? The contract is with the Secretary of the Treasury and the Secretary of the Department of the Treasury. Two different groups, two different names. Now watch this. Let's look them up. Let's look them up. We ain't gotta just take it because I said it. Okay, that's the Secretary of the Treasury, right? Steve Mnuchin. Secretary of the Treasury is held the United States Department of Treasury, right? Y'all gotta see the difference. Now look, see this one right here, right? See it? They got their own flag with the same symbol. See the anchors? This is maritime law. This is what this is telling you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now, this is for the 13 Federal Reserve banks. I was supposed to show y'all them. I'm going to show them to you in a minute. I wanted to show y'all this. Now, this is the Department of the Treasury, right? Then the other one is the same thing. Same one. Secretary of the Treasury. Can't see what it's saying. This is what a $1 bill used to look like, y'all. See that? Now you see where the seal was, it had no key in there. Right? This is an 1862 note. There's no key in here. Right? $1. See how it look? Watch this. See that key? Treasury seal. Seal of the United States. Silver certificate. That's when money was worth its weight in silver and gold. 1/3 of $1. Original penny. It's a $50 note, 40. Now look at the symbols. No RC&I here, right? That means there's nobody to oversee the sovereignty of the people, right? Now look, no scales in there. See, y'all gotta notice a lot of research over the years that I had to go through to just be able to go and find this shit. But I had to prepare myself in that fashion. But this is not telling me what I want to see. see it clear enough. But these two, look right here. This seal, right, it's for the banks. This is the seal of the banks. And this is the seal of the contract. Right here with the key in it, and the bar, and the scales. Because that's why the treaty had to go across water, because it was hostile territory. That's what all of this is admiralty. This is uniform commercial code. So when you get into it, you start looking at the contract, then you have to look up who the hell is these central banks, right? And then right here, there's a map. Now look, when I go to this map, when you look at it, look, 12, it's gonna be 13 altogether. Oh, number 13 is not on here. It's 13 Federal Reserve banks. It's 12 districts. Right? If you count the squares, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then, yep, there's 13. The circle. Let me see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That ain't the right one. There's 13 of them. There's 13 banks. Gotta find all of them. It ain't accurate if I don't find all of them. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna have to do it the less colorful way. Oh, okay, I got you. Here we go. This will show us the branches. All right, look. Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Cleveland, Richmond, Atlanta, Chicago, St. Louis, Minneapolis, Kansas City, Dallas. That's what? 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So then that must make the main bank be the central bank right here. Be number 13 right here. So this would be number 13 right here in DC. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's number 13 where the star at. Right? It said the Washington DC headquarters is marked with a star. So that make that number 13. Now, this is telling you where their sub-branches are right here. You know, where you can go to them. List the Federal Reserve branches. Right? Now, there's a book that tell you all they dirt called Secrets of the Temple. I was first turned on by a Nation brother that showed me this book. And this it right here. So this is telling you what the Federal Reserve do. This the dirt on the Federal Reserve. It's a couple more of them I got that reinforces everything in here, and all of the references I checked them all. Check out. Look back there. See that? That's a two-sided bird. Right? It's showing y'all. Now look, we go from here, Go back over here. Treaty of Peace and Friendship. We went over that. We ended up with the contract being in the dollar. Showing you the contract. Seal on the contract is this seal and this seal. This seal and this seal together shows you the contract. When you look down here, you'll see a name here and a name here, and that's who's the undersigned on the contract. Now, next, here, watch this. The Moors were a nomadic people from North Africa. I'll tell you right there. So now we automatically know they're Africans. Originally, they were inhabitants of Mauritania. You see that? They invaded Spain, see that? Taking their Islamic religion and culture with them in 711, where they overran the Visigoths, right? They spread northward across the Pyrenees into France, but they were turned back by Charles Martel and his Frankish knights in 732. Those are the French. In southern Spain, the Moors established a Umayyad Caliphate in Cordoba. Umayyad, this is a whole separate sect of Islam. These are the ones who do that terrorist shit under the Sunni Wahhabis. The court grew in wealth, power, and culture. Other cities full of Moorish culture were Toledo, Granada, and Seville. Now, don't forget, Toledo, Ohio. The Moors never established a stable central government. In the 11th century, the Caliphate failed. The Caliphate is a dictator. The Moorish Spain was captured by the Almoravids. Now, keep this in mind. I told y'all, these are called defenders of the faith. These are from the earth spirits that came. These are the defenders of the faith, right? Who were supplanted in 1174 by Almohads. These are entirely different from these, right? So now, during this period, Christian rulers continued efforts in northern Spain to recapture the south. In 1085, Alfonso VI of Leon and Castile recaptured Toledo. Cordoba fell in 1236, and one by one, Moorish strongholds surrendered. The last Moorish city, Granada, was captured by Ferdinand V and Isabella in 1492. Remember who funded Columbus? Remember who funded Columbus? Right now, look. This is just showing you the pictures. Now, I'm going to back up off that. I'm going to let the Moors sort it out from here and know that we know the difference between the good Moors and those who came to rob, steal, kill, and destroy. They blamed the white man. The white man came over here as hostages, and POW cancer was left to die, so the natives took care of them Thanksgiving. They got y'all so deceived. One day I'm going to straighten the whole Thanksgiving story out so black people, or so-called Negroes, black people, the niggas, can stop feeling bad about having Thanksgiving dinner because they thinking that that's a slaughter day. But that was when the colonists were showing gratitude to the native. It wasn't the other way around, because the native had showed them how to survive in this hostile territory that was new to them. These were your Irish and your Celts, right? So when you get back to what happened, it's easy to put the pieces together once you know how the timeline looked. You got to know who was where at what time, and then it all makes sense, right? Then it all makes sense. When you put all of the pieces together and people can see what you looking at, you can point it out. I'm looking at this, and now watch how it matches up with this. Now they told you to look left, but just don't give it, just look at it, lay it on top of each other and see if it fit. Like pieces of a puzzle. Everything fit. Right? Everything fit. Now watch. A lot of Moors not going to like this information, but they will not bring any facts that they can find to contradict it, because the Moors in the know, the real Moors is holding the sacred keys in the chamber. go set them all straight. Because this is surface skimming. I didn't even go into details, right? And it's been taking this long. That's just skimming over the top, rolling through a bunch of references without no serious analysis attached. Just a couple of point this out, point that out, check this out, right? And I try to make those 3-point references to any one thing. Because when you get 2 things, that's coincidence. More than 3 things, more than once, is beyond traditional logic. It has to be deliberate. You know. So that's the Moorish position. That's where we at. Jewish Defense League. Oh, I gotta show y'all the Moors in Europe hates Moors. Watch this. Look. With an anti-terrorism law in the works, the idea of a fortress Spain has reared its head again. Look, they know I'm coming. That's my girl, that's me. Okay, look. Let's go down. Let's look at the images, because they got medallions that they wear in mockery of Moors. Now, she was the real deal. She was the real deal. She was one of the righteous. And she was Noble Drew Ali's cousin. That's Empress Verdiasi. I gotta show y'all these pendants they wear. I was looking at something else and it came up how the Jews, how the Europeans call them Jews. They look like us. Dark skinned, woolly haired motherfuckers to all the way to they look like Caucasian. I'm gonna find it for y'all before I go. They got something called Black Jew jewelry. And this is how they got the name Jew, by the way. This is why they got everybody confused as to who the chosen people is. Because as long as they keep y'all confused, you can't get back on top. You know what? I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all this since I can't find what I want to find. Y'all. I'm going to find something I know. Now remember, I told y'all every dead celebrity died under mysterious or allegedly died under mysterious circumstances have JDL in their file. Right? Watch this. This Tupac file, y'all. So look. See this? This Tupac file. Right, look. Los Angeles requests an extension to the PI due to recent information concerning an additional victim name. They left the victim's name out. The allegation implicates another person as operating on behalf of the Jewish Defense League while extorting, they left that name out, lawful request PI extension to determine whether the extortionate activities of subject are in furtherance of the social and or political goals of JDL. You can't make this shit up. Now watch, that's Tupac file. Watch this. Let's see, Michael Jackson. You look at Michael Jackson file. I'm telling you, you can't make this shit up. When I get done with this one, I'm going to pull up David Carradine, I think, next. Nope, that ain't it. I can't search this page for him. Better off downloading the document and doing that. They released 18 pages on Mike. This last one. Let's see if we can go to this one. These motherfuckers and everybody FBI file. I already looked this shit up before. That's not working either. All right, we're gonna look up. I just don't feel like downloading it. You don't feel like downloading the whole thing. But I'm gonna go to Prince. We all know he was in that long war with Warner Brothers. And we all know Warner Brothers is owned by the Jews. So let me get a hit on that. Let me see. I don't know if it's FBI files. I probably have to just Freedom Information Act that one. It might not be as readily available. I got it in my archives, but I got a lot of damaged material. Look. His wife. All these people was getting extorted. Watch. I'm going to go to Biggie. When I was going through the FBI files, I kept seeing them pop up. I kept seeing them pop up everywhere. Okay, who else was they extorting? They extort comedians. Oh, I remember. Check him out. They call them star whackers in their inner circle. And this guy right here is a very famous, come from a very famous family. If I could find this, yeah, here you go. Randy Quaid. And listen to what he say. Look, this is the one right here.
If you don't like gadgets, but I'm a dad and I found the perfect one. When I was traveling on my last trip, I wish I had one of these. It's a drop-proof solar battery. It can even get wet and still work. It charges my phone, it fits in my pocket, and I can recharge this battery right back up when I'm moving around.
Randy Quaid joins us now exclusively from Vancouver, Canada for his first live interview.
This is celebrities trying to get money.
Randy, good morning and thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Where to begin? Let's start with the court date this week. Why did you miss it if you and Evie believe strongly that you've done nothing wrong?
Well, I didn't miss the court date. I didn't have to appear. I have other issues up here that prevented me from attending that court date. And to begin with, I mean, I would like to read this. This is from the Santa Barbara Sheriff's Office. And it says that the Quaids are due back in court on October 18th, 2010. However, that is subject to change. Court dates are listed under court calendar on the website sbcourts.org for the Superior Court of California, Santa Barbara County.
Okay, so you say
we looked at this
you didn't
website.
know about it. You didn't know about the court date because the last
We didn't
one you
know
knew
about it.
was
No,
the
we
18th.
looked at, yeah.
Okay, but that's
We
not...
monitored this website.
But that's not what your lawyer
And
said,
we-
right? The lawyer told the judge yesterday that the reason Evie didn't go because she did have to appear, according to the authorities in Santa Barbara. And your lawyer said that the reason she didn't go is because she didn't want to leave you alone in Vancouver.
Right. Well, she's very close. We're a very close couple, and she has an opportunity to appear within the next few days. And we're assessing our options as far as her appearance.
Okay.
As far as we're concerned, we're going to do everything that legally that we have that protects our interests and our safety, and we defer to our attorneys.
Okay, let's talk about the concerns that you have for
Now
your
you hear you
safety.
visibly
You
upset.
say that
Watch this.
You're staying in Vancouver, you're staying in Canada because you don't want to come to the States because you're afraid of these people who are out to kill celebrities, and you specifically. Why do you have that fear?
I have a fear because for the last 3 years and really the last 20 years, I've been racketeered on. My finances have been decimated by a group of people.
You talking about the JDL?
My ex-business manager and an estate planner specifically, and they have conspired together to co-opt my corporations, put in trustees without my knowledge.
But are they now trying to kill you?
Well, yes. I mean, they not in a sense where they're going to come over and shoot me with a gun or anything like that. But the way they've manipulated the system, the court system, to have us falsely arrested, and to make it impossible for us to operate on a daily basis in the most basic way. I mean, banking,
right,
owning a house, renting a house, renting a car. I mean, we cannot.
Now you got to ask yourself, who got this kind of power to stop somebody with money? Because Randy Quaid got money from buying what the fuck he want to buy. Who got that kind of power? He called them star whackers, right? He ain't the only one calling them that. There's a lot of people in the background that call him that. You got Keanu Reeves was telling about the baby blood, them drinking the baby blood. There's a lot of celebrities that be trying to tell it, but most of them come up dead. Like that's what happened to Mike. His phone was tapped and it leaked. And this is what it sounded like. Because a lot of people don't even know that the FBI had his phone tapped and that they heard him saying that somebody was out to get him.